Hey there, everybody. How's it going? I wanted to talk about attractive men versus attractive women and who has more of an advantage overall, but specifically with regards to social interactions. Okay, fine. I really want to talk more about the social interaction aspect of this. So, this kind of got set off for me very recently because as I run a YouTube channel, I spend a lot of time on YouTube and I watch a bunch of other people talking about the same random things that it is that I like to talk about. And while there are some guys on there, definitely some guys that talk about the things that I do, what I've noticed is that a lot of really small channels with women, and in particular attractive women, tend to blow up super fast, or it seems very disproportionate. I was even doing this actually just a few hours ago, which really sparked me to make this video. There was a girl who I was watching, and nothing against her, but her videos were just okay. Her voice was kind of raspy, things were a little bit awkward, and yet her videos were doing amazing. All things considered, I mean, she had over 100,000 subscribers, and I'm thinking, I mean, good for her, but I feel as though I see this a lot more disproportionately with women than I do men. So I ended up looking it up, and here's what I ended up finding. There are two different studies that sort of cover kind of what I'm talking about, and I'll make my argument using them. The first study is done at a UCLA, and what they ended up finding was that people who were more lonely after interactions with both males and females, overall people felt a lot better with women, right? Women were able to empathize better with them, they were better at making them feel more just heard. They had better interactions overall than men did. And while there are a few different factors that go into this, I do believe that overall women are just a little bit better at social interactions. Now you're probably saying to yourself, okay, Joe, I get it. Women, they might have a little bit higher of an EQ. They might be a little bit better at conversation. But what does this have to do with attraction? Well, here's where the second study comes into play. So in the second study, what the researchers ended up doing was following around attractive men and attractive women. And what they ended up finding was with both attractive men and attractive women, the more attractive you were, the better your social interactions were overall, right? They ended up finding that men just had an easier time connecting with other guys, women liked them more, and then the opposite was true both for women. So what does this tell us? What does this have to do? Well, is that overall attractive people do have a much better advantage when it comes to social interactions in almost all regards. And then when we go back to the first study, women actually have a much better social interactions overall, particularly when it comes to lonely people and making them feel good, making them feel heard, which is something that I've talked about on this channel before. So when you put both of these two things together, I think it's fair to say that women do have a little bit of an advantage. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to make some sort of red pill rant or anything about how things are so hard for guys out there, but this is something that really does stick out to me, is that women who are attractive do tend to have a bit of an advantage. And like I stated earlier, the reason why women tend to have this advantage more so in the first place is because, well, guys like eye candy. We're more visual, and it just makes us feel good talking to an attractive woman. But women also feel a lot more comfortable around them, right? They feel better, whereas if it's an attractive guy, they could feel more intimidated or slightly uneasy. So women just have that distinct advantage over guys. With all this being said, attractiveness is a net positive no matter who you are, but it just does stick out to me a little bit how much more it seems skewed in women's favor, and in particular when it comes to things like making videos or talking to people. This is just my two thoughts. Please let me know what yours are, and if you agree and if you disagree, or if you just hate me for whatever reason, which I'm cool with. Thank you and have a nice day.